To the Unreeling.
I'm trying to click on your stream to see what the overlay looks like, but I can't.
No, that's not how that works because we're on YouTube.
We'll just have to watch the YouTube VOD for it.
Oh wait, I got like Kelsey's channel. Maybe I'll see it from last week.
Except I don't. Did we actually?
I don't think we used that last week because we weren't really doing an Unreeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Hi YouTube. This is Unreeling, a phase of like our consumed reality show where our reality show, as we've learned from playtesting, is very chaotic. Fortunately, I knew it was going to be as I was designing it. So I designed a phase you play after, that you just record, you don't stream it. You play it with your friends as your characters, and your characters go sightseeing and do fun things and spend their like reality show money and stuff. And I'm going to sort of guide us through that, and then we can jump into it. What this phase sort of looks like is this isn't really played out in scenes like the reality show is. There's not really cameras or a soundtrack or super fantastic lighting coming down on us. We're just like real people, and we're doing a role-played conversation together. And when our characters freeze up, have nothing to say in that conversation, then they'll resort to a filler word like well, I guess, or like they start like bouncing their knee or whatever. And that when we do that, we reboot and like start up the conversation again um by getting a reward from the reality show. And then our characters ask each other questions about it. We talk about it. And that's kind of like the broad strokes of it. That's all I think that matters for just starting out right now. Um, why don't we talk about our characters that we're playing and how we sort of feel about them? What kinds of contact we've had with them already, if any.
In character?
I want to know about Ruth.
So Ruth is a character I made in our first character creation phase on stream. I'm making Ruth to be a banker and a financial advisor. We just learned that she cares about you because she wears mirrored sunglasses and reflects you in her eyes, really literally. But we haven't really played her on stream a lot yet, so I'm super excited to see her just chill out.
Nice. I'm playing June, and June is a bitch.
Yeah.
Not like kind of a bitch, like total utter bitch. And I'm kind of really enjoying just playing up all of the worst aspects of people who I've met that have been bitches to me. And yeah, I don't think she's less of a bitch off camera.
I would doubt it.
Yeah, like.
But
Yeah.
is she a mean drunk or a happy drunk?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the answer is both. Like she is happy about being mean when she's drunk.
Yep. Sounds right. Yep.
At least she's happy. Is what matters.
Well, Golden. What about Trinity?
Well, I'm playing Trinity because fate has been really, really weird to me recently. Like, coincidence is very common. I feel like she is. And I'm trying to make her like mysterious and also very aloof. Very superior attitude.
That is
And,
truly what I was vibing when I made her. So, good job.
Good job. And yeah, I don't know how she relaxes.
I think we're gonna find out. What about Ferdinand?
So we haven't got to see Ferdinand pretty much at all. We just saw him during character creation, and no one's played him since. He is a fashion designer, fashion guru, who uses billboards and cuts them up as part of his like clothes making. So we don't really know much about him yet. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what he's like.
So excited.
I'm probably gonna give him an accent, so sorry for anybody else who wants to play him.
Ha ha ha.
Good. This is right.
To branding this character as your own forever.
I bet Kelsa could take this one over, and anyone else could just drop the accent. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. What? How do we begin?
We meet up in a specific place, and we all have to decide what that place is out of character.
We did say we were
Brunch
gonna
for
go do
mimosas
brunch, yeah.
and Bloody Marys.
But I feel like we're also on the bridge.
Yeah, it's like what? It's like a cafe that kind of like overlooks everything.
Ooh.
Yeah. Is it on the bridge or like above the bridge or below the bridge?
I want it to be almost like Sky Needle type thing.
Okay. Oh, like maybe it's like one of the support pillars goes into
Ooh,
that.
Hmm.
That's cool.
I like that. It's really good. I am
That's
down
what
for
it
that.
was. It
So
rotates.
oh yeah. On the character sheet for the star that you're playing, go from reality channel on the top left to unreeling, which is slightly to the right of that.
Here we go.
And as you can see, this is a lot simpler. Let me read Unreal real quick. Yeah, there is information here that we should talk about. I'm going to read this myself. The reality show doesn't give you a salary. Your brand compensates you instead in glamour, a mystic aura of appeal, celebrity, wealth, and magic. Not melth. Melth is not a word. It is time to forget about the reality show. Everyone look at the board for an enclosed shape. Agree on a shape with a fair mix of colors. I guess we can do that now. There's more for me to read, but I can do that in a second. There's a lot of enclosed shapes.
Yeah.
I feel like the ones that maybe have the most colors though are probably one of the circles or the square, if that counts.
The aspect ratio square does not count, but everything else does. Pretty much.
Like my circle is completely enclosed, like by. Well, I guess it wouldn't be. It would only be enclosed by the box, which doesn't count. So never mind. So let's see.
Everyone has stuff in there. I think like this semicircle here has everything.
Like everything from like this line to the edge of this circle.
Yeah.
That's a shape.
The bottom half.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have that dot there and that X. I would be into that.
And you're poking in over here?
And I've got some lines and a dot, sure.
And an X dot.
I guess if that matters.
Are we making this shape too big? Because
I
it
don't
has
know.
to be enclosed. Like
What does enclosed mean?
it, like you can't do the thing where you count the big circles. Like you couldn't do a whole circle and then like everything inside of that. It has to be like
So it has to be made up of lines we've drawn.
it, or like parts of circles you've drawn. But what matters is like if you move your mouse, you can't like the space you're in can't cross another like anything pretty much. So like maybe I can like use the freehand tool to like shade.
Can
Well, I
you
think
give us an
this is
example of what would be a good thing to enclose
the
then if
only
that's too
area.
big? Because there aren't a
That's
lot
what
of options that are enclosed that contain a lot of colors.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like give an example of like, so like something that would be the right type of thing. This isn't what we're going to choose because it's just Astani and Kelsa's colors. But like this little sliver right here,
What about that?
you could go bigger than that because the square doesn't count.
Oh, okay. So then it would go.
Yeah, you can extend up in
Oh,
here,
it'd just be slightly.
but that would be as far as you could go. Yeah. Oh, and you can extend like over here too. But yeah,
Yeah.
This
but yeah, that could be a good shape because that has it is a pretty good mix.
That's the only one with words enclosed. It has all other colors, except maybe up here.
Yep.
so I
There's a lot of
realize
things opening up in here.
I realize that we're talking about the board, but
They can't see
the
the board.
Unreeling doesn't actually have a
Ah.
spot for the board.
Aha. That's maybe okay. Because it's not like we're going to be like moving things around on the board a lot. We're
Okay.
just making this one decision in the beginning.
Okay, so like I feel like that shape that I drew is pretty much what we had agreed on, but like
Yeah.
smaller.
Yeah, that'll work.
So I'll redraw that. Is there a particular color it should be? Like, should it be gray, like a non-color?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
That black I used, because it's on the GM layer, it kind of ended up being a dark gray. Or that works too. I like that.
I'm just using dark gray.
With
Cool.
a green border.
There we go.
I like it.
Flawless.
Yes. And then we have to do is we have to tally how much stuff we have in here. So there's like a list of like little number boxes on the Unreeling page,
Mm-hmm.
and each of us just counts up what colors we have and what colors of things we have.
Wait,
there.
did I do that to this line again? Oh gosh darn it, I did.
So is that going to be 2 lines for me because I have both, or is it 1 line because it's a circle?
You are
Blue.
you are that lightning blue. You have an arc over here.
Mm-hmm.
You have the dot over here.
Yeah.
You have the line right there.
But there's also this. Does that count?
If you wanted to count, I think it counts.
Okay, then I'll do 3 lines.
I think it counts as an arc.
Oh,
because
I
it's
have
part of the
1
arc.
line and 2 arcs. Okay.
Yep.
But I don't have any X's even though my dot has been X'd, right? Because that's your X.
Right, you don't have that X, but you do have the dot.
Yeah.
There.
So this line is in the area, yeah?
Yep.
So I got 2 lines and 1 arc.
And 1 dot.
Ah, yes, thank you. That is my dot also. Cool.
I have
1 line.
this
Oh,
dot
2.
here and this X here. That is it for me.
Okay.
Right. I like
And question for circles, that would be like the
Circles
big
are
circle?
hard to get.
There's also this. It's very hard to see because it's inside the O.
That's my
Yeah,
dot.
Okay, good.
Sounds like it's been counted. Yeah, circles and boxes are some of the hardest ones to get because you have to get the whole circle. Otherwise, it's an arc.
Gotcha. I don't think I'm going to be getting my circle anytime soon.
We have to do your face somewhere. Circles pay off though because you get to revise memories in that one, so it's kind of the biggest effect out of all of these.
It does seem cool.
Yes. I don't think we need to read. I don't think it's totally necessary to read what each of these does ahead of time. What we mainly need to know is that we need to pick filler words for each of our characters, and whenever our filler word slips out, we tick down one of these on our character sheets, and then we do the thing in the little I information box thing.
So we'll tick down to like we'll tick a dot from 1 to 0 and then do the thing.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Or if you had like 2 arcs or whatever, you would tick it from 2 to 1,
Mhm.
and then later you can do it again.
I gotcha.
Let me check if there's anything I forgot to read. Yeah, mainly we need to choose our scarce filler words.
What's the filler word exactly?
It's like, well,
Uh,
The things you're not supposed to say when you're giving a speech or any public speaking.
yeah, because you're using them to buy time to think.
I think Ferdinand's is going to be okay.
That's funny because I was about to say that June's is gonna be all right.
I mean, you can
All
go with
right.
that too. Yeah.
Ruth's will be, let's see. Like
I guess
she,
I'll go with well.
yeah. Yeah. This game is making me very conscious of my filler words in real life.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes.
Don't let anyone judge you.
Fine.
How do we begin?
Um,
So here we are in this top of the bridge spinning uh, brunch cafe that only serves brunch. Uh,
mhm.
It's called
Anybody,
Brunch and More, but there is no more.
yeah.
anybody can jump in or sit out in the conversation. There's not really any conversational rules in this phase, which is how I wanted it to be.
So I think we June is like has a straw and is sipping on a Bloody Mary and kind of sighs contentedly and looks around the table.
uh, Ferdinand's not at the table. I don't think we have our drinks, but our food hasn't been served yet. And Ferdinand has taken up his glass and he's standing by the window looking out at the view.
I think Trinity's drinking a cup of tea, but this cup of tea has like a crazy straw in it that wraps around inside the cup. And also, it's imagine like a very long tube with a saucer in the middle. The top
Mm.
half is filled with tea. The bottom half has a candle to keep the tea warm.
Huh.
Ruth has Ruth is like dipping the celery in the Bloody Mary and then like taking it out to eat it from the bottom.
That is not the proper way to drink a Bloody Mary, Ruth. If you never had a Bloody Mary before, you disgust me.
I have had Bloody Marys before. I don't make them at home, but
Why are you so always so judgmental, June?
There are proper ways to do things, all right? But that's my filler word, so I get to do a thing. Yeah?
yes, yes it is.
Okay. I'm gonna tick down a dot, and that says, ask another star what's your favorite thing in the world, and tell me why you like it so much. And then manifest their thing. How do you use your glamour to attain it for them?
This
So,
is so beautiful because the rules make you be nice.
right?
Mhm.
So I guess I guess I'll throw it back right back at Ferdinand, which is good because we haven't really learned much about him. So
Yeah.
what is your favorite thing in the world? Tell me why you like it so much.
Spring Collection 2069. It was my postmodern phase. It was the first time that I used billboards, and it really solidified my career. It, like, made my mark on the fashion industry. And so whenever I I'm always trying to relive that, like, you know how you create something that's magic, you create a masterpiece, and then it's like you're spending the rest of your life trying to crawl back up to that time when you did it so effortlessly.
Mm. Mm. Um how would I manifest that?
Are you
Maybe.
wearing it?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I'm wearing it. Maybe I'm wearing one of your pieces, and maybe I have been this whole time, and you just never looked at me.
I feel like it's a reproduction because they're just kind of trashy that way.
But it has to be my favorite thing.
So it has to be the
But
real
it's like
thing.
it can't be. Okay.
No, I bought it at a Goodwill, but it is the real thing. That's how to make it trashy. So like maybe Ferdinand turns around at this.
Yeah, and I'm like complaining at you for being mean, and then I just kind of stop and I look because I can tell that you're beneath your what is it, a cape?
Yeah.
Beneath your cape,
Okay,
Mhm.
wrap.
you're wearing one of my blouses that I designed, and I can see the billboard worked into like the hemline and like into some of like there's like paneling and stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you see me notice that. I don't say anything. I'm just kind of standing there, and I've stopped talking because I don't know how I feel about you wearing it because I don't really like you.
Has it been modified?
No,
How would
because
Ferdinand feel about their work being hacked?
I don't know.
Ooh. I probably shouldn't ask these questions because they're probably like are moves that I'm only allowed to say in certain circumstances.
Well, yeah, I might answer it if you were using a thing.
I think Ruth asks June how she's supposed to, like. Okay, she like scoots the Bloody Mary across the table to you, and then she's like, "Show me how I'm supposed to eat the celery." Then
well, first you finish the Bloody Mary, and then you eat the celery. You can use it, and like I like take my straw and like finish like all of my Bloody Mary that was left. It was like half a
And it
glass.
definitely does like a little slurpy thing at the end.
Mm-hmm. And then she like takes the straw out and she like licks it across and then puts it down, and then she takes the celery and like uses it to like scrape the last of the tomato juice off the sides
mm-hmm.
and then eats it.
That's a bit more practical than what I was doing.
I like roll my eyes like, of course.
Yeah, let's see. And that's of course Ruth's filler word. Um, who hasn't gone a lot? Trinity hasn't gone a lot. I'm gonna take down one of my exes. I'm just gonna be generally like out of this conversation, and I'm gonna kind of uh, walk up to join Trinity, and because I deleted my ex, I ask another star, "What do you need, Trinity? Tell me how you want me to care for you."
Hmm. This is Ruth.
Yep, this is Ruth coming up to Trinity.
She has to say it out loud.
Yep.
All right. I see Ruth drinking from her tea. I think like the soy crazy straw has little tiny holes in it, and then you actually put the tea leaves in the actual tea, and the straw is what filters out the tea leaves. So she's like nursing this and thinking, "Oh, it's been a long time since my father died. I really haven't had anyone to look up to since then."
And then I help you feel better. And then it asks me how I draw on my glamour to help me help them. Um, I take on like like a like a parental or like a guardian aura almost, because you have glamour. Uh, subtle magic is a thing. um, I'm taking on like a vibe of being a parent or a grandparent because that's what I am. And I'm just like the hand you have on your tea. I put my hand on the back of your wrist on one of them and then like pat it. And I think I kind of like I have an energy of ease that's there for you if you want to take it.
Hmm. I don't think that's exactly the energy. I think you can see that Trinity's very calm right now. But I think like maybe the energy is like they're definitely complementing each other. But
Mm-hmm.
maybe we both feel at ease. It's like the diner gets a little bit quieter.
Mm-hmm.
People are taking their loud discussions somewhere else because they see we're having a moment.
That's really cool, actually. We're supposed to be colleagues or something, but we're people also. We can't forget that. Pat, pat, pat. I'll always be here if you need something because you definitely remind me of some of my own children and grandchildren. My kids are a little older than you though, and my children are a little younger, but I don't know, it's something about you.
Well, I guess we're in this together. It'll be good to have someone I know isn't out to watch everything I do. So well is my. I'm gonna take it down. It hasn't triggered yet.
Mm. Rufus sort of looks down and at first it's that sort of look down where it's like I'm looking down into nothing. That's just like sort of into my own like introverted bubble. And then it's a downward eye turn to your tea and I ask you what you like to drink. What's that?
It's green tea. Very fresh.
Oh. I need to drink more green tea, they tell me.
You have to drink it slowly. You can't just try and suck it all up. It's like it has to waft into your.
I like how they prepare that here with the straw. It's pretty. Like maybe there's like light refractions because like we're in a well lit place. Um, it's a glass on a table. There's like a little trail of like venti light on the
Yeah, even
table.
the straw is glass.
Yeah, it's a really pretty thing.
Yeah, and don't forget the candle inside of it.
Right. You know that looks good. I'm gonna have one of those for myself. Do you want to join me? If you don't want to join me, I'll come back. Do you want a Bloody Mary? Do you drink Bloody Marys?
Only when I'm on the run. I'll come with you.
Awesome. I think maybe we walk past June and Ferdinand back at their table. I think Ruth kind of loses direction and like sticks around the table for a little bit. What are you two talking about?
Are we talking?
Good question.
I don't think we're talking. Nah, I don't really like you, so I think when you two have kind of gone off on your own, I've just been leaving my mimosa on the table untouched, and I'm just like texting on my phone.
I think Trinity like stirs the tea with the straw and goes clink, tink, and then she continues walking.
Ruth, I think, like torn in a bunch of different directions. What's
Oh,
June
shoot.
saying?
I just realized that I was muted on the recording.
Oh no.
Oh no, I wasn't recording.
I mean, it was recording. I was muted.
Mhm.
So to go back to the recording, when my mouth was moving, I was talking about how June was not talking to Ferdinand. That's pretty much it. In
Yeah.
all the various ways in which she
Oh,
was
and
not
also
talking.
3 Bloody Marys deep now.
3 Bloody Marys deep.
That's important.
That is important.
Mhm.
So yeah, when Trinity is like walking past and doing like the clink clink of the tea, like June's a bitch, and so she's gonna like shame Trinity for not drinking alcohol, and is like, so do you not drink, Trinity? Is that just tea? We're celebrating here. If you have to be a heathen like Ferdinand, you can have a mimosa, I guess. But really, you should drink something.
Let girl drink what she won't drink.
I didn't ask you, Ferdinand.
I don't fucking
The
care.
show. I don't have to. I don't have to put on any kind of show. I can do what I want.
You just be you, Trinity, okay? And that's my filler word. So, ask another star, what do my eyes confess to you? Tell me why you're making such intense eye contact with me, June.
Okay. Uh, let's see.
Good thing you're not Ruth.
Yeah, what do my eyes confess? So
What do my
your eyes
confess
confess to me.
and why are you making intense eye contact with me?
I'm making intense eye contact with you because you are standing up for Trinity here. And I think what your eyes confess to me is that you like Trinity. Like, you're into her.
Okay. How has your relationship changed? You're jealous.
Yeah, of course I am. Like, I don't even like you, but I'm like a cat. I don't like that you like somebody else. So, yeah, okay. Good.
And Trinity is walking away, as I described earlier.
Fine, just walk away.
She does.
Ruth doesn't for a little while, kind of stuck in the middle of everything.
And I think that, well, I think I'm going to call after Trinity as she walks away. All right, then. Which then is my filler word. Because, you know.
Doesn't even miss a step.
No. I need to ask another star. Where are you taking me? Tell me why we have to go there. Ruth?
Oh, I'm not going to play a passive character. I'm going to play an active peacemaker. I'm going to take you out of your chair with the Bloody Mary left behind, and I'm going to make you apologize to my daughter/granddaughter.
And then I describe how we get there.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I figure you just, like, pull her by the arm, like, completely no regard for personal space at all. Just, like, grab her, pick her up, pull her along. And June is just so flustered, like, this doesn't happen. Like, nobody does this to me. And so she's just kind of going along with it because she doesn't really understand what's going on, and she's a little drunk. So
And like, why is Ruth doing this too?
yeah, like this is kind of weird, but I'm along for the ride basically. As like you just drag me across the restaurant over over to Trinity again, wherever she went off to. Like, Trinity, were you leaving? Like, are you waiting for the
No,
elevator or something?
Trinity was going to the bar because that's
Oh,
where Ruth said we were going, right?
Yep.
okay.
Then I got
Gotcha.
caught up for a second.
Then we got distracted. Okay.
Yep. And
So,
now we're all here together.
uh, and you're like,
June wants to
apologize.
apologize.
Let me buy you a drink.
I think Trinity like gives you a like double look, like really.
It doesn't have
Uh,
to be alcoholic, all right?
no, pick your favorite.
Well, in that case, it's not really a brunch drink, but
I think June can feel like intense judgmental. Like whatever she picks is going to be wrong.
uh, she doesn't care. So, so she's like, so she doesn't tell this to Trinity. She tells it to the bartender. And she's like, um, uh, oh gosh, what is the name of that drink now? Shoot. Well, I forgot what the name of the drink is, so I'm gonna have to go with a different one. Uh,
Can you make it?
can I make the drink? I mean, I
Listen,
could. Um,
descriptions are always better than names.
it's it's like martini. That's the word I'm thinking of. Why couldn't I not think of that? I was like, it starts with an M, and I couldn't figure it out. She's like, 2 dirty martinis. And the bartender, pulls out the martini glasses and some olives and uh, mixes up some drinks. And I don't know if Trinity cares, but like with a dirty martini, it means it includes like the olive juice in addition to like the vodka and everything else. And then there's like a green olive on a flag in the drink itself.
Sounds
Maybe
really
two.
good.
It is really good. Anyway, and
It sounds disgusting to me.
olives are so good though. Okay.
Yeah, I think Trinity's judgmental, but she's not a snob. She'll drink it.
Okay. And like and like June does like a little toast thing.
Yeah.
I think we get just a brief cut to Ferdinand just chilling at his table, sipping his mimosa, checking his phone. His legs are crossed, his foot's tapping. He just looks very content that all this drama is not happening near him.
I think maybe now that Ruth can see that making up is happening, she's gonna keep an ear on the two of you, but since there were only 2 dirty martinis ordered, Ruth is gonna vanish back over to the company for Ned, and Ruth is gonna sit in June's seat.
Well, June is not going to like that if she comes back.
It's okay. We'll see if it's okay.
So where did you have your first martini?
I need to go let my dog out. I'll be right back.
Then I guess we'll keep having our conversation at the table.
Cool.
I feel like that's in character.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
Like, I have to go. I don't socialize. Well, they don't hear shouting. Are they making nice? And look over at the bar.
I tried to get them to make nice. I think they're trying. Well, June's trying.
June's going to try really hard.
Yeah. It's not that Trinity isn't trying, it's that Trinity doesn't need to try. The Trinity's whatever.
It's like trying to make friends with brick wall.
Well, let's see. And Ruth is looking over at them, but that's also my filler word. So I'm looking at Ferdinand, and now that you've told me about the Spring 2069 collection, I want you to tell me your other favorite thing in the world and tell me why you like it so much.
Oh, goodness. There was a time I was 12 and I went to the beach with my father and we went fishing. It was the first time he made me feel like an equal and not his son. So I really like the beach.
It's really cool, but how do I manifest that for you?
Make me feel like an equal. That's the thing. I guess it's more like it's the beach, but it was more that feeling of not being looked down on, that I'm among peers rather than being condescended to, June.
Sorry, not sorry.
I see you looking at your phone, and I pull out my phone too, and I start scrolling around. And I scoot June's chair next to you, and I say, "Show me what you're looking at, if it's not private."
Well, I just texting with one of the designers on my team. You know, even though I'm on this show, work doesn't end. Here, let me show you a couple of the designs I'm working on.
Yeah, I heard the briefing about who you are and what you do, but I've never actually seen it. Show me pictures.
Okay,
And then
that's my filler. That's my filler. I said
okay. Yes. Yes, it is.
Let's see. All right, Ruth, what is your favorite thing in the world? Tell me why you like it so much.
Oh, I have the best idea. I have the best idea in the world. Um, Ruth's favorite thing in the world is flower gardens because it reminds them of their wife, Judith,
Oh.
and how much they love flowers. And she gave Ruth a new appreciation for flowers. And the reason, yeah, that's also the reason why she likes flower gardens so much. It's because they remind her of her wife.
How do I use my glamour to obtain it for easy? We're looking at pictures of designs, and as I'm scrolling through those pictures, you can see that my new collection is themed around flowers, and there are a couple of fashion shoots that have already been done that are they are like photo shoots that are in these beautiful like upscale flower gardens,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, they just look really pretty.
Yeah, I'm next to you with my phone, so I'm showing you pictures of. They're mostly of Judith's houses that are being sold and like uh, furnished for open houses. A lot of the flowers have been brought in, but all of these houses they have huge flower gardens, and um, some of the pictures that Ruth has to scroll past are dark and spooky because these houses are haunted, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But Ruth just does the thumb, 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 thumb through a few
Sure.
of those, so it takes some attention to catch them.
Okay.
But in the picture of Judith's houses, Judith's also standing there, like um, you can tell that she was putting like this little like it's like a sphere of like basket material, and it's purely ornamental. She's putting it on the mantle over the fireplace and looking back at the camera to Ruth and smiling. So there are a bunch of pictures like this where um, Ruth's joined her and taken pictures of her while she's working.
Okay.
So you want to answer my question?
Who?
When's the June?
Me?
That's the first time you had a martini.
Hmm. So, just to clarify, is this a trigger question or are you asking her in character?
In character.
Okay. Um she like swirls the martini for a second, is like, I was a freshman in college and well, probably shouldn't have been drinking, but these parties, and it was the only mixed drink they were serving. Everything else was beer. And I guess I just acquired a taste for them. Much better than beer, let me tell you.
Well, you don't drink beer for the taste. That's my trigger. But can I hold on to it?
No.
Okay. um,
But you can ask anybody.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
me.
I am going to ask Ferdinand.
Okay.
Where are you taking me? Tell me why we have to go there.
Okay. Well, clearly brunch is over at this point.
That's why I
and-
want to hold on to it.
I'm ending brunch. I'm sorry. Brunch is over.
Brunch being over does not mean the game being over.
Yeah. And we have to go to the town car to go to our next destination. So I am escorting you there.
Okay. How we get there? I think there is. Hmm. Yeah, we have to get down from the tower, and I think there's a staircase around the outside. You can take that if you're not in a hurry. And we're taking that instead of the escalator. That is, more touristy, I guess. I'm not sure how to say it, but there's more spectacle. And if you take the walk, you get to see the night in the city, and it also lets us walk by the counterweight, which is swinging back and forth in like this large open cavity of the spire, and it goes tick tock, tick tock like a clock. It's not counting time. It's not. It's not that precise. It's not tuned for that. It's tuned to keep the building up. It's the heartbeat of the city.
I was gonna say that. In character, Ferdinand says, that is almost sounding like heartbeat of the city. The way it beats like that.
Trinity is, like, gives this skeptical look at Ferdinand, like he's almost reading the plaque nearby. But does Ferdinand seem innocent?
He does. Like, that was his own original thought. He didn't.
All right. Yeah, Trinity will give a smile at that. I think if Ferdinand wants, he can hold Trinity's hand all the way down to the cab.
Um, if he's feeling the vibe, he'll try. And if Trinity lets him, then yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think as they walk down, he'll also comment on how he likes the city at night because you can see all those lights in the distance and how they almost look like stars or
Mm.
like the sparkle of rhinestones on a dress or something like that.
I don't know if Trinity is that into poetry.
Like
Like,
that's fine. He's just like he likes them. They're sparkly. He likes
yeah,
sparkly
yeah.
things.
But he
Oh,
says it in his sexy accent, though.
That's true. That's true. I think he picks up that Trinity is more interested in the moment
Then he'll be quiet.
than the meaning.
Yeah, that's fine. I think after that, if she doesn't comment back, he'll just kind of quietly walk down with her.
Yeah, it's like she doesn't want to argue, I think. Like she respects that artistic part of him,
Mm-hmm.
but she sees it differently.
Sure.
So they'll go. But that doesn't, like, she keeps holding his hand. She doesn't like want him to feel like she's trying to drive him away. Just, we're different.
That's fine. Sometimes you want a different perspective.
Right. So we get to the car.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's that for that, I think. Does anything happen if I'm out of ticks?
Something happens when we're all out of ticks. I am also
Okay.
out of ticks.
I have two.
the thing that happens when we're all out of ticks is the phase is over. And we talk about how it ends and stuff like that.
All right.
So did we all go down to the car to go to the next thing?
I'm fine with that.
I almost
sure.
feel like that's the vibe because, like, I kind of want to talk to. I honestly don't appreciate June as a conversational partner.
I wonder why.
But I will walk down with. I'll take June to the elevator
Mm-hmm.
and take us down, and talk.
You're gonna be waiting sometime for me and Trinity.
Yeah.
But hey, you can complain about that while we're not there.
Yeah, you can
Come on.
complain. You can use cell phones.
Oh, that's really good actually. Like we take the elevator down and we're just like totally quiet, and then we get to the bottom and where's Ruth and Ferdinand? Where is Ruth and Ferdinand? I thought they were going to be down here before us.
June, I'm rude.
I mean,
No, it's
God dang it, Trinity, Trinity. No, it's Trinity. I'm sorry. It's
But
Trinity.
it's
Okay.
It's so perfect for her character. Where's Ruth? I'm Ruth.
You know what? We'll leave it. Yeah. I look back at you. Oh.
For this gift. Thank you for leaving.
It's too good.
And
Beautiful.
no, I don't know where they are.
All right, well, I guess we'll wait. There's my cue. Yeah. So Ruth, what do my eyes confess to you? And why are you making such intense eye contact with me?
Your eyes confess to me that there's a lot going on with you, that you really were honest about that apology and not, like, selfish about it. And I'm making intense eye contact with you because I make intense eye contact with everyone. Because my eyes are behind the shade, so it doesn't feel like invasive eye contact most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But since I know that you were genuine about the apology, I feel comfortable being around you.
Cool.
Even though you forget my name.
I remembered your name. I just didn't remember it belonged to you.
Yes, exactly.
It's close enough.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Ferdinand gave me his number. I can just call him.
Yes, please do.
Ferdinand,
Oh, hello, Ruth.
where are you at? Where's Trinity?
Oh, we are walking down together. We take staircase. It's more scenic that way.
Oh, okay.
There
I guess
where?
we'll be.
We can head inside the next floor and take elevator down if you are getting impatient.
This is me holding up the phone between the two of us.
Yes, please do that. Thank you.
You hear a "Who is that?" in the background.
It is Ruth and June.
Mumble, mumble.
So anyway, that sounds. I can't wait to see this route that you took. I mean, I like that elevator, but
But you don't get good pictures on elevator.
No, you don't, especially not with the flash. Anyway, that's enough about photography. And then,
Okay, I will see you soon. And that's my thing.
yep, we're gonna hang up.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave that one for last. So, Trinity. I look at you as I'm putting my phone away. What did my eyes confess to you? And tell me why you're making such intense eye contact with me.
Mm. I think your eyes are looking at me the same way you would look at a billboard. Like, I'm some raw material that is inspiring you to make art. I'm looking at you because I'm looking at the lights reflected in your eyes. It's not like I don't see stars. I see
Hmm.
like burning streams, like ribbons waving against each other in the wind.
Okay. React to what they say. Is this supposed to be in character or out of character?
In character.
Okay.
Am I supposed to say that in character?
I guess I
No,
didn't
I
really
think
do
so.
that part for ours, like a second
I
ago, but we did.
I think we hold eye contact for a long moment, and I think there's a moment where you think that I'm going to kiss you because our faces are so close,
Mm.
but then I kind of gather myself and step away, but I'm still holding onto your hand. I haven't let that go. How is your relationship changed? We're in a romantic relationship now, obviously.
Congratulations.
But a secret romantic relationship. We're not
Ah.
talking to everybody about
Right.
it. We're trying to
Good.
keep it on the DL, and we're gonna fail, but it's okay.
We're gonna keep it off air. Good luck.
Yes, it is not an on-screen romance. It has not been scripted into the show. So when the cameras are rolling, we're no.
Yeah, we're not even in the same scenes usually.
Mhm. Makes
We'll
it
see.
easier.
We'll see what happens in the future, because that'll be interesting.
Oh, good,
Oh,
good.
that's so good.
Just to rewind a second, I think the way that Ruth and June's relationship changed after their little moment is that June is actually going to remember Ruth's name next time.
Very good.
So
Very appreciated.
we make it down to the landing, and then rather than continuing the staircase, I take you inside, Trinity, and we head to the elevator to go down the rest of the way so we can meet up with the rest of the group and head into the town car.
All right. I don't think Trinity is tired at all. Seems pretty athletic.
So where should our next destination be?
Well, we gotta let them have time to talk because they're the ones that are standing there giving each other awkward looks.
I mean, I think we just wait for you to get back down there.
And when we get there, you're just like still awkward, and then we leave.
Ugh, finally.
By this point, when the elevator doors open, it's like right before they open is when I let go of Trinity's hand.
Oh yeah.
But I give it a squeeze first, and then I let go.
Mm-hmm. It's like slips out one finger at a time.
Mm. Are you two ready?
Give this side look. I'm totally crimping in your style. Let's go.
Yes, let's hit the car.
And like we climb into the car, and like we can have the next scene as we're like in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like thumbing through my phone. Like I keep like looking something up or whatever, and I'm like saving pictures and like just like really involved with something on my phone that it's not like a game or something. I'm like doing some research for something.
I feel like this is the classic town car. It's Trinity's car she uses when she doesn't want to be made, but it's still got like really nice leather seats.
I literally can't do my memory in a car unless someone takes the wheel.
Oh, I'm
Because
driving.
it's where are you taking me?
So is mine.
You know, well, I don't know. But
Nice.
You said it. I mean, it wasn't in character, but you said it.
what?
Your word?
What is my word?
What is your word?
I can't say it. What do you think my word is?
Well,
No.
dang it. No, what was it? Now I forgot. Oh, I remember now. Never mind. Everything's fine. I remember now. Everything's fine. I don't know why I thought it was that.
Mhm.
I'm just
'Cause that
forgetting
was
things
Golden's.
left and
That was
right.
Golden's
That's
word.
right. It was Golden's. I knew it was somebody's.
Mhm.
I just can't remember that anything belongs to Golden. Like, just blocking him out of my memory. It's
I
fine.
don't
Just, you're
exist.
still mad. You made nice, but you're still mad about that lack of
How
Bloody
dare.
Mary. How dare you not drink?
Well, I mean, she did drink the martini later, so it was okay.
I think I'm sitting next to Trinity in the back of the town car, and we're doing the thing
Well,
where
isn't
our
Trinity
hands are.
if Trinity is driving, you'd be in the front of the town car.
Oh, is Trinity driving?
Yeah, it's her car, and
Oh,
Gotcha.
I thought that we had a driver and we were all in the like a thing.
that's why I said
Okay.
it was my car.
Then I'm sitting in the front seat, and we're doing the thing where like my hand is down, and like your fingers get to brush mine when you change gears and stuff.
Okay. As long as they don't know, it's fine.
It's okay. All right, we'll just do that. Trinity, where are you taking me? Tell me why we have to go there. You get to decide our destination.
I'm dropping those two off first.
Yep, that's fine.
I am taking you to a metal cage.
Oh. Okay. Why do we have to go there?
Because we're going to sit on it.
Oh my gosh, what if Ferdinand's gonna leave the show now? Well, we clearly get we drop off June and Ruth, and once they're out and we've pulled away, I take your hand and we quietly drive there.
All right.
And I'm out of moves.
So I think Trinity like climbs up with you. I think we're both pretty good at climbing.
Sure. I mean, I have to climb up to steal the billboards and cut them down and cut them up.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think we get to see the rest of that scene. Like, I think
You get to see us climbing and sitting on the top of the cage.
Mm-hmm.
No, I click the locks and we sit on like the edge where the door is. We don't go inside it, but we're like swinging on the edge of the cage.
Okay.
That's cool.
Because it's like hanging from a chain. And then we can end it there.
All right, I still have my one last move left, so
June, are you okay? You looked a little worried as you were looking at your phone.
I've just busy, right? I have some stuff I'm doing. I'm all right. It's fine. Where are you taking me? And tell me why we have to go there.
So this is my house that they dropped both of us off at. So I have to take you in my car to give you a ride home. Because otherwise it's like I have a car clearly in my driveway that you can see right there, but just taking an Uber,
Mm-hmm.
it seems a little impolite, especially like it wouldn't leave our relationship.
Like you ask me if I'm all right, and I like go on about how I'm okay and whatever, and I like look up and I'm like, this is not my house. So
I
yeah,
think you need a way to get home.
well, I would appreciate a ride.
I take you into my blood red looking with like a little beige top. It's like a little tiny 2-person car. Um, and I drive you to your house. Now we
Cool.
get to see where you live. Where do you live?
Um, I live in like like one of those like ultra modern houses that is like all like lines and windows and everything, in a neighborhood filled with these same type of houses,
Mhm.
because that's just how it goes. And um I don't think it's like in any way distinct from the rest of the neighborhood. Like, I have to like point out the number to you. There's like no like landmark or something that I could point to say this is my house.
Mhm.
My car is inside of my garage. You don't see it. You know, all of
Mhm.
our lawns are mowed exactly the same. We all have like the exact same lawn ornaments. It's a little creepy. They are like everyone on the block has exactly two pink flamingos. Like,
In the same position, even.
yeah, totally.
Also, describe the drive since you have to describe the transportation.
Mm. So I figure that probably June and Ruth like live on different sides of the city from each other, and we have to go across that uh the um like the sky bridge, you know. So we get to like have like a scene of like cars going across. Um and I feel like it's a very really chill kind of drive. Like I I'm picturing Ruth playing like classical music on the radio, um, and just having it like, we don't talk except like for me to give directions. Except I probably
Mhm.
don't even give directions. I probably just like input my address into her GPS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
And so it's just kind of a fairly quiet. I'm picturing there's like a light drizzle for some reason, you know,
Mhm.
and just a maybe more of like a thick mist. You know that weather that's kind of halfway between a mist and a drizzle, just
Totally.
right in that kind of precipitation range.
Mhm.
Um,
I think the aesthetic of the Skybridge is that smoke and mirrors aesthetic,
mm,
because along with the mist and the rain, um, this is next to some of the like ornamental smokehouses,
mm-hmm.
and I think I think Ruth takes a finger and like points to all of the like smokehouses and says, "What do you think of all of this?"
It's what the city planning committee thought would be a good idea. I feel like it's pretentious.
Ruth flips the air to the air. She flips the air conditioning from bringing in air from the outside to circulating air on the inside, so that the smell of the smoke doesn't get in.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruth is like, I don't know why they need that.
I think it adds to the mystique of our city. Not like Giant Sleep needs that, really.
I think Ruth thinks about that. And I don't know that she arrives at a question or an answer. I think she's just like, I know that means something, but what does it mean? And then I think we go past that, and then we're on your side of the city, and then I follow the GPS the rest of the way.
Cool. All right, now I'm out of stuff.
Okay, cool.
How do we end this?
Not by closing the Zoom call. That's not what we do.
Don't do that. No, that's
Did you almost close the Zoom call?
Yes, I almost.
that's not the right way to do it now.
I've almost done that twice or three times during
Well,
this.
At least you didn't. So good job.
Yep. The only thing we do to end is it's something we already did, which is like darkening the space that we used. So.
Oh, okay. So like actual dark?
It doesn't need to be actually dark. I think I can make it out.
Yeah, I think the way it is fine.
Yeah.
And you'll see it. You, our viewers, will see it next week when we are on to episode 3.
But there is something I should bring up. If this little aspect ratio box is completely darkened, then we have to end the season of this reality show. And then there are a couple of options for what can happen after that. Either we just play a different game, or we try to do a spin-off or a reboot or a season 2. But that hasn't happened yet.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if that can happen.
No, it can.
It'll take some time of drawing lines and stuff, though.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool.
Alrighty.
We are done.
We're done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this has been episode 2.5 of Consumed. So I'm going to kick it back over to the splash screen. And if you really want to know about us, there's stuff in the doobly-doo and also all around our boxes. You can figure it out. You're smart.
Google us. It's fine. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Watch the reality show too.
Oh yeah, you should do that. You should definitely do that.
That's why we're going to see you next week.
Exactly.
I've been watching music theory videos on YouTube, so I want to call it either 2 sharp or 3 flat.
Never. All right. Goodbye, everybody.